So Jira is a test management tool. Okay, it's also a test management tool like Rally, like HPLM. Okay, and any other tools, right? There's a lot of tools actually. Okay, TFS, Team Foundation Server. Okay, those are test management tools. Okay, so here we just have a look into this and see because the reason, right? The reason you will be using only one tool, either Jira, either Rally, or HPLM, or any other tool. Okay, there's Zephyr, there's one more Zephyr. Okay, and there is a lot more actually. IBM ClearQuest, IBM ClearCase, and there is also a ticket management tool that is DMC Remedy. Okay. Even that can use for this test management tool. So there's not more than that. Okay, there will be so many. But only thing is again, you need to understand the concept here, not the tool actually. Okay? But just trying to show you the UI, user interface, that how does it look and feel. You have to get used to this look and feel. That's important. Okay, so once you, so I'll be giving you access to this too. Okay, you'll be having access to the Jira too, so you can have a look. Okay, and let's see here. So this is, similar to that. You have this dashboard here. Okay, this is a dashboard. You can actually change it. Okay, you can change it here, and this is important because the reason, right? Sometimes you are assigned some work. Okay, your lead has given you some work, or your boss has given you some work, right? Now they'll not tell you. Okay, sometimes they tell you that's good. They'll not tell you. Okay, you need to look up yourself. So this dashboard helps you out. So you will see, oh, this is I knew when it was assigned to me. Okay, that will be the case. Okay, the work will be shown up right here that it is assigned for you and it is pending for you to start working on it. Okay, so that's the case. Most of the time, that's the scenario will be. Okay, so if they tell you that's good, you're lucky, but in these kind of situations, they might not even tell you. They will just give you work, and it will be right here. Okay. Now you cannot argue with them why you didn't tell me before. Okay. So you have to be a little bit flexible on that. Okay. So here, this is a dashboard, and here you can see, whatever the work is there, what's happening with this. Okay. You can change this dashboard. Okay, you can use it yourself how you want to make. This is important because assigned to me because this shows right in your project what is there, and you can show up here and click here, and you can go to that particular location. Okay, so that's the thing. And this is a activity stream. That's what's happening with the project and how many people are creating and what's going on with this. This is activity. Okay, so. This is the dashboard. Now, so let's go to here Confluence. Okay, so we talked about this Confluence. So this Jira actually, the Confluence is just an add-in. Okay, so you see this app. That's just an app, which is added to this Atlassian, Jira, and Confluence. So we'll just go through Confluence pretty quick here. I'm not going to explain completely in this Confluence. You can go ahead and look into it, okay, once you have access. So here, these are all documents are stored here in this Confluence, okay. If you want any BRD document or test plan document, test case, not test case actually, because test case is something which you will be, documenting in tool itself. So really, test case will not, most of the time it will not be there here, okay. And all the meetings, all the retrospective meetings, or meeting notes, whatever test. Let's say you have some meeting right in Agile, you have a lot of meetings. So all these meeting notes you might have documented here. Okay. And let's see here. Actually, this is missing. So I'll be giving you URL so you don't have to navigate through all this. Okay. So I'll be giving you homework on this. Okay, and just make sure just update your test plan document. Okay, update your test plan document and upload here. Here you'll be having options, a lot of options, because I'm the administrator of this and I have not blocked anyone. So you have a lot of options: create page, reorder page, but really you will not have access for this. Okay, you'll be just having for view access, just view. You can view it. You cannot just most of the time you will not even have access to upload it. But for your practice, you can also upload here too. So let's see here, and okay. So here is options, right? File list, what files are there? You see here a lot of files here. Okay. And meeting notes, what meeting? Now you have daily stand-up meeting, um, sprint planning, sprint grooming, okay, and retrospective. Here you see this retrospective. So all this meeting notes is actually documented here. All this will be doing by other people, not you, not lead. Lead has its own work, so this will be done by other people, or the product owner, or Scrum Master, or whoever responsible there. Okay. So here, see here, file list, and let's go here. And if you go to this page, you have to upload it here. Okay, make sure you guys upload here. See here, a lot of documents here. So many documents. So you want to also use this to upload the document. So I'll be giving you this URL actually, the URL, and you need to go here and I will be just giving this page URL actually. You need to go here, click on this, and update the test plan document that I'll be giving you and upload it here. Okay, so that's the thing. Okay, so this is test plan. So you will just have some idea how you will be downloading it and how you will be uploading it in the SharePoint. So this is Confluence. Okay, SharePoint is from IBM, Confluence is from Atlassian. Okay, the same tool, not same, similar tool but different company. Similar tool, different company. Okay, so and you will not have any access to delete it. If you want to delete any files, you have to request me. Okay, so only then you don't have any access to delete it. Okay, you don't even delete anyone's work. So only your responsibility is to only here to view these documents. Okay, so that's pretty much about Confluence. Any questions? Then you can view here is not actually maybe has created it, but there will be also requirements like this and retrospective meetings, what they have completed, what is to be done. All this will be here. Okay, so what you will be doing is you have to go to here. So I'll be giving you the access for this. Okay, once you go here, click on this on my name. Okay, so this shows up. You see here a lot of documents here. Okay, you see here a lot of documents, right? This is the place you want to upload it. If you see here drag and drop or upload files, you want to upload here. Okay, so I'll be giving you document 2. Just make sure update the document, and as per the instructions, I'll send you an email. Just go ahead and read the instructions, what the instruction says, and update it and upload the document here. Okay. Okay, so let's go to Jira here. Any more questions? So here, Jira is actually good for small teams. Okay, it's not like small teams or big teams. Like you can use it anywhere. The only thing is the way the project is. Okay, the way the project is. But the project, if it's small projects, this is good. If it's a large projects, then Rally is very good. Okay, large projects, in sense, a lot of people are working. Okay, 10, 20 people are working in the same project. The Rally should be good. And if few people like Agile, you have only 5 to 6 team members, not too many team members are into one project, then Jira is good. Okay, so that's how it's actually. This is better. It's not like we cannot do it. It's better. The performance will be much more better. So let's go with projects, and once you have this access, we'll be having. Okay, so here this. This is two that you see here. There's three projects, but here we'll just check it out. There's two projects here. See here, okay, and one of them is for waterfall kind of project. And the other is agile. Okay, this is more related to agile. So let's see it. Okay, so let's click it here. So let's not see this at this time. Let's see here. Okay, we just. Okay, so this is okay. There are many ways to view it, so you just will try to see here. Okay, so this is kind of divided into kind of three columns. Okay, so here this first column shows about the project. Okay, so this is a project, and what is the issues? So issues here, it says that means it can be a test case, it can be requirement, user story, or it can be it can be anything. Okay, bug, test case, epic, all those things is called actually here it's called issues. Okay, so here you can navigate all this. What are the issues? So this is about the project, what's happening, and this second one, you see the second column. Here you actually have this. What are the bugs, or what is the test case is all about? What is all those things, and you can create right here. You can create. So issue instance. This is a very generic term. Okay, so just don't take issue as only bug. Issue can be requirements. It can be test plan. Test cases. Okay, so all those things can be an issue. Specifically in the Jira. Okay. And the third column, which is here, this is more related to here, you have this information of about particular, let's say this is, you have this information, right? This is actually test case, this is task, okay, this is a task here. So this is a task. So this gets more detailed information about this and shows up here. So what you will going to do, what is the priority here? This is, all these things you show this in the right column, or the most right column, you have this information: who is the assignee, who is the reporter, who is the owner of this, and it's all the same. Okay, who created, when was it updated, all this information is actually. So this is pretty much divided into column wise. Okay? So let's go back here. They're supposed to be an equal story. Okay, so let's see here. So you know what? We'll just open a task. Okay, here we'll just open a task. You want to open this? You see here the click. You can use this, or you know, you can also use this. I'll just use this one. So this, which project does it belongs to? So here we'll just put the same project, and what the issue type is this. Okay, is it a new feature? Okay, or task, or epic, an improvement? Okay, or it's a bug. So here we'll just this new feature is supposed to be a kind of user story. Okay, it's a requirement or user story. But here we'll just just open as the task. So we'll just use this test cases for GMO. Let's say we already know the requirements. That is GMO online to test it. Okay, and so once we do this, we'll just use. Okay, and this description and priority, we just put it over here and click on create. So if you see here now, this thing shows up here. Okay, it's not shown up. So let's refresh it. Okay, let's refresh this option. So we'll just go here. Okay, this is the one. So here what we're doing here is to do this. Just change this to we'll just use this option, which is pretty confusing here. So we'll just go to all issues. Open issues is for only for to do. Not sure why you want only. We'll just go to all issues. Okay, here this is the test cases for GeoMoment, and we can navigate here. Okay, so this is the place to navigation. If you're not able to find something, your task which you have recently created, you can navigate it here. Okay, so my open issues reported by me are all issues. We'll just go to all issues here. Okay, and see where it's actually located. And just here, once you go here and assign who's assigning. This is a test case, so assigning will be okay yourself, and let's do this. Let's edit it. Once you click on edit, you can update all the information here. Estimate. So here you see here this 3 weeks, 4 days, 12 hours. Let's put this 10 hours. Due date, this due date is 24. And if you are linking this with other issue, let's say you're linking this with the requirement or user story, you can use this relates to, or it is caused by, or it is causes. Okay, here the issue name. Here you can see here, you have this option. You can link it right here. Okay, and maybe I can link what with this requirement. So this is a requirement. You see this plus icon with the green color. Feature request for GMO Online, that is a requirement, so I can use that. If there is an epic, you can use this epic. And if there is any comments, you can use this comment. So here if you see here, there is no place to write your test cases, right? So this is the problem here. Okay, there is no place to write because we used to have this field values and saying expected result and actual result, and once the input is given, the expected what you're inputting and what is expected. So there's all these options are not here. Okay, So that's the problem. There's no test cases. You cannot write test cases here. So what you can do is, let's see here. There's an option. What you can do is, let's copy this. Either you can write here. I'll just copy it here. Okay, let's use this. You can use this one like what is the description and what is expected. Okay, you can use this option. There is no place to write, so you are using this description box for your test cases. That is one option. Okay, and the other option is what you can do is write your test cases in Excel. Let's see here. I have these test cases. Okay, so if you have this, the test cases, okay. So this is ETL test cases, but the similar way you'll be writing for the QA2. So the serial number, test case ID, descriptions, all this is the expected result and the actual result, and the status is also updated here. So you can use this, okay. You can use this Excel and write this in the Excel, and and what you can do is upload right here in this attachment. Upload. Just finish. And once you're done that, update. Once you update it, you get this one test. This Excel is right here, and so you can do either one. You don't have to do both. Okay, I have shown here both because you can do either one. It's not necessary. Both time is not required. Okay. Here, either write it here like this, with the description, because you don't have this field values, expected and the description, or just write it in your Excel and upload it here. That should be good. Okay. So here you have this time. Or this have one more option here. You can have this third-party plugin. It's called plugin actually. And what you can do is you can actually write. Sometimes if you have this, you can write your test cases here. And once you've written this test cases here, this gets updated here. So this is really not working right now. So let's not worry about it. So this is a third-party plugin. Okay, this is not Jira, but it's a third-party plugin where you can write your test cases and it gets updated here and shows how many issues are there and so on. Okay, that's also an option. It's an option. Okay, not really required, but it's an option. Okay, and you can write these comments here too, saying that. Okay. And click on this. So write a comment here, so everybody knows that. So what's happening? So the all test cases are documented in Excel, so that whoever will see, let's say I've written some comment here, right? Saying that okay, so everyone understands. Okay, now it's good. This, so open this file and see what are the test cases. Okay. So you can also write it in comments so that everyone is aware of it, what's happening. Otherwise, okay. So it's good because once your boss looks into it, okay, they'll understand. Okay, so it's good. Now you have written it. Excellent. Okay. Any questions? It's a similar process. What you have done in Rally, okay, it's similar. We have created this. Okay, let's go to here actually. you see here, there are different icons to see here. If you see this blue color, you see this blue color tick icon, that is task. That means that's your test cases. Okay, so these are the test cases. Now, if you see this green color with plus icon, that means a feature. Okay, that's a feature that should be, that is there for this particular project, and there can be multiple features. A feature means sense requirement. Okay, requirement, user stories, feature, similar names. Okay, and if you see this red color with dot icon is a bug. Okay, red color is a bug here. These are one of them, and there's something called epic. It's not here. They're also like similar to user story requirements created by product owner or business analyst. Okay, so that is now let's create a defect. Okay, let's create a defect. A similar process. Oh, again, here you can change this progress. Okay. Once it's there in to do, you want to make sure it is in progress. And once in progress, they want to make it in review and assign to your lead that your lead will be reviewing it and see if that is okay. And once it gets, you don't put done unless your testing is completed. Okay, so it will be in review until you finish your testing, and once you finish it, you click on done. But if you have bugs, you're not closing this test case. Okay, that will be in failed status. Okay. Maybe you can add, administrator can add a new like failed option here too, and say that this case is failed. Okay. And let's create a. We can use two ways. Okay, there are two ways to open. So the good thing about this Jira is there's only one button to use. So you see, even if you are using task, you're using defect, if you're opening a feature, okay, you're not having access to that, but whatever you're doing is one button always for everything. See here, there's two ways to use it. So either you can use it right here using this, or you can use this plus icon too. So click on this, and this is the project. We want to open this bug, and we'll just use the same part here. And just create the same bug. That's good. So this is almost working here. Okay, so we just use a different website. Okay. So okay, so that's not working here. So we just again you get the point, right? You just put the screenshot here and put that. And let's use this previous this screenshot here, right? So let's use this. So use this. And download this. So we have the same bug. Okay, so this is a bug where I'm trying to show that shipping and handling, and we'll just go here and okay, here you don't see option. Here you have this option attachment. So I'll not go to that. So that is a different way of doing it. You can also use this, but I'll just create. I'll try to create first. Okay, create and see where is it. So, so this is the issue. I need TT. I'll just issue. Great. This is here. So you can navigate here too. Okay, so if you want to see it, you can do it here. So, and once I go here, I'll edit it. And once I go and edit, I have more options here. You can use these options. And again, estimation. And this time, this is filled by the developer. The developer will be working on it. And environment, what environment we are working on. So as I told you, you have three major environments: or dev environment, test environment, and production environment. Okay, um, and there can be many. You can put as much, as per the company requirements. You can have this QA1, QA2, QA3, QA so on. Performance environments, QA environments, testing environments, so on. You can name as much you want. Okay, so they'll be having many other, but major three environments: dev, test, and production. We'll just put it here, test. And here, if you can, attach the file. Okay, so here you want to attach it. And I can use this to process production. Okay, so once it's done, I just put this due date. We know this due date is 24th, and is related to that. We want to link it with your test case. Which test case does it belongs to? So to use this. I hope this is the one we have created. This one just 28. And if there's any epic link, you can add it as epic link, and bug owner of the defect is a developer. Okay, so we will be, responsible guy to fix this issue. And comments. If you have any comments, you can, from here you can put it in. Okay. So as per the dev team and QA team, opening defect for shipping and handling fee issue. Okay. So once everyone is agrees that this is an issue, we can open this issue and click on updates. Okay. So this gets updated and it's again to do. You want to put it in progress because again this is a submitted status. You want to put it in open status. So click here and this gets into the open status. And this is the file. There's attachment is here. You can view it. This is for you to understand what is the defect is. So this is pretty much this process. This will be same. This will be same for any tool you are using. Okay, but the only thing is UI is different. Here it's divided into columns, right? As I told you earlier, these are the columns. This is how you have to navigate. If you are not able to find it, you have to navigate to here. And then this is a description of that particular issue here. And this shows more detailed information what's happening with that. Okay, so this is kind of column view. Yeah, sure. Actually, I asked them if you have any questions. So that's what, right? I always ask if you have any questions. You can go ahead. Does anyone have any questions?
Manu, if you don't mind, please. Yeah. As a teacher, I think you want to know that your students are understanding what you're teaching. So I don't know if I'm weak enough to understand you. Can you please ask the participant if they're understanding to you?
Yeah.
Otherwise, you are all talking. No. Manu, please listen, please, if you don't mind, please, I request humbly. I just want to know, as a teacher, you want to have a satisfaction that your students are understanding. You're just speaking by yourself within a half hour. It's been like half hour, 45 minutes. I don't get any response from any participant. Don't ask any, if you have any question, ask them if you can understand me. If any participant can respond you. If all the participants respond you, then I'll feel that I'm weak enough to understand you. But just ask them if anybody can. Just ask them, hey, are you getting my point? And let's see how many participants respond you. Yes, we are getting your point. Let's do that for now, for one time. Otherwise, taking a class, you're going forward, and if nobody is getting that, that's of use, right? Do you want to be that, right? As a teacher, your responsibility is that all the students understands you, get benefit from you. If you don't get any benefit, then there's no use of taking the class, right? So I just wanted to, I'm trying hard, but I'm not getting anything. So maybe I'm weak, but can you please ask the other participant that they are getting a point? If like that's, how many participants you have, I don't know. Let's see that if anybody responds that, yeah, hey, we are getting a point. If they do respond, then I'll feel that I'm weak enough, and I'll not ask any question, please. Let's do that, please.
Yeah, so I always ask, right, and you have questions. So few people come up with, okay, can you repeat that? So in that case,
no, because nobody's understanding you, Manu. So they don't have question to ask you, because nobody understands what to
nobody
ask.
are asking. Then you have to. No, when I ask question, you have to repeat this or repeat some module, right?
Manu, they have 9 or 8 participants. Nobody's listening to you right now. Just get the response from the participant, please. I request you.
Yes.
Okay, you are just speaking by yourself. Nobody's responding. That means nobody's listening to your class.
See, it's not listening. See, nobody is responding. That means you are not proactive. That makes sense. So when I ask
Okay, nobody.
Okay, so okay, let me.
Just
Okay, I got
everybody
your
has.
point. Okay, I got your
Everybody
point.
has signed to a class. No,
Okay, I got your point.
nobody's responding, so nobody's listening to you.
Okay, I got your point.
Nobody's responding.
See, when I ask a question, when is there any question? If nobody's responding, I take it as you're not proactive. Okay, because there is a chat.
No.
Chat.
The
Okay,
party.
chat here, and I always tell unmute your mic. Okay, unmute your mic and go ahead with. If you didn't understand particular module here, particular thing, some people ping here. If you see here, okay, can you show it again? People come up with this. Okay, some people unmute and they say, okay, can you explain this? So that is something which should be done from your point of view. It's not like.
Manu, that they are responding. They are not understanding, and they are just signed in.
Okay,
and
so don't worry about the
Manu,
others.
so
Why don't you worry about yourself? What you want?
that's why I'm worried. That's why I told you to ask the participant if they're responding to you.
No, see,
nobody's responding. That means they are not listening to you.
that also means that they are not proactive.
Who is not proactive?
Okay. So that also means that they are not proactive. Proactive in sense when you ask.
Manu, if you just want to finish a class and you get out of that, that's okay with you. But if you really want to benefit from a class, you have to take a participant suggestion. So nobody's like responding right now.
See, why I don't understand why you're worrying with everybody. Why don't you worry about you? What you want,
That's what I'm worrying. I'm not understanding you, and I just want to ask the participant to make sure that they understand.
So if you want to ask participants, see, I have experience. I'm from 3 years. I have total 8 years of experience. So I know how people respond. Okay, I worked in the United States from 5 years, and I'm working here from 3 years. Okay, I know how people behave. I know when I ask a question how they respond. Okay, so I know people. Most of them are proactive. That means some people understand, some people don't. They don't ask a question between. Okay, that's one of the scenario. So that is the case. Okay, so that's the reason I ask. Have any questions? So if they don't respond, I can't do anything with that. And if you want everyone to respond, so please go ahead. Just ask them. So I'll be more than happy. Okay, I'll be more than happy. Okay, so if you ask them, you ask all the participants. Okay, because I know I'm an experienced guy. I know how people respond. Okay, I'm not just fresher, just graduated from bachelor's and coming and teaching you guys. Okay, I have real-time experience. I have opened so many defects, and I also know how people respond. That's the point. But if you're good, really, you can ask the participant. Sure, I have no issues. You can ask, is it good? It's not. That's fine.
Okay, you just see the response. He says we are not satisfied with the answer because people are not happy, and people, they told you so many times, and so they are not getting it. They just see the IT America. He just responded. We're not getting anything. Yeah. So it's not me always. That's what I'm saying. It's not only me that was not satisfied. Okay. That's why I had a request, a humble request, so you can ask your participant if they're getting a point.
So then, okay. So then, please.
That's okay. But if everybody's understanding, that's fine. I take it back.
So here's the thing. It's not about everybody. Okay, it is. What you want to is, if you're not understanding, you want to go to talk to your respective manager. Okay, that would be more appropriate than
no, we have done that too. We have done that too, but there is no benefit.
See, if you want to argue with me, I cannot help you on that because.
Okay, no, I don't want to argue. That's fine. That's fine, Manu.
Okay, the reason, right? Because again, I tell you, you have to be proactive. I asked the question. So many questions I have. Nobody answered that. So what I can do in that? If nobody wants to answer it, okay. While the interview question, when you guys want to go for an interview, ask few questions, right? 2 to 3 questions are nobody answered that. So that means they are not understanding the question or they are not understanding the concept. Okay. So you have to be proactive. You want something. Hey, hey Manu, I didn't understood this. How you are navigating this? Can you explain this one? That should be an option. Okay. Hey Manu, I'm not able to understand this. How did you open this defect? Okay, that should be the case. But okay, individual level, if you ask it, that would make more sense. Or if you're not understanding, okay, we'll set up a class. Okay, after the class, we can have a phone call, or request a meeting so that we can have detailed, information. We'll share it with the, and we can explain it. I can do that too. But if you want to go with everyone that everyone is not understanding, I can help with that because people are not proactive. Okay. So if you want, some places where you don't understand something, you want to send me an email. We'll check it out sometime, anytime in afternoon, and I can schedule a call, and we can go through this particular tool or particular concept which you didn't understand. You can also do that. Okay, so that's an option. So it's up to you how you want it.
Yeah. Hi Manu, you are actually right, but what is the problem with us that none of our the IT background actually, and our basic concepts are really not clear. You are very intelligent, you are a good teacher, but the way you are teaching, we're not getting, just because you teaching very high level teachers, like the concept are very high level in a short and suppose yesterday class, in a fifth class you taught the SDLC, all this stuff, the basic stuff. We don't get anything because you taught very high level, and we don't understand because none of us the IT background. So our problem is that, can you please elaborate whatever you are teaching us, and can you please give the more example that we can understand?
Okay.
Hi Manu, you got it?
So thing is, okay, so the problem is you don't have much time here because we have only 2 weeks. But if you need more information, so that's the thing, right? That's what I told you. If you don't understand one class, you can send me an email so we can go through that particular class. And if you have any questions, we can go through that one. That should be an option, okay? But communication plays a major role wherever you go. So I take it as no communication skills because you're not sending an email for me. Send me an email, put CC, your manager saying that, I didn't understand this class. I want to schedule on some free time and want to go through this. We have this. We'll just go through this one more time and see, what we can understand. So you can also do that. So my point is calm skills. So you have to be more.
I know Manu, there is a time limit for you actually, but our HR department say if you extend more 2 or 3 days, it will fine for them. So just expand the more days. If you back the time limit for the whole classes, we're not getting anything. This is like 6 or 7 class. Still, we are not our concept are not clear for a QA, and QA is really basic, and QA is really important for us.
Manu, you might feel bad that what I'm saying is rude. It's not rude.
No, I'm not bad. I don't feel bad.
No, Manu, you are a teacher. You are like a guru. And we want that whatever you teach, we understand. And if it makes you happy to, hey, you taught so many students, And if you just want to finish your time and then you are done, so then at least we want you to remember in our life that you taught us QA, we understood. But if you have time, like Sanjay also, when he has a time limit, he extends the classes. 10 classes, more classes. We take more classes, but less everybody understands, because we communicate with each other, with students after the class is over, and we are like in touch with 7 or 8 students. Maybe one student, I don't know if they have an IT background, he understands TAF or somebody, but none of them understands. That's why I was worried that nobody's trying to speak up with you. That's why I said, okay, let me be bad. I will be bad, no problem. But let me speak up with Manu, so that whatever you teach, we understand. Let's teach only one topic, that's fine. In 2 weeks, never mind. But let's that topic we understand, everybody understands. That's why I told you, hey, can you ask the participant, each and every one, hey, you're getting my point. If they don't speak up, that doesn't mean they have understood. They haven't understood anything. That way they don't speak up, right? So that's why I tell, hey, let's ask. If not, let's repeat again. Let's start from the test cases.
So,
1 week more, 1 week more. That's okay. We'll take 1 more week. We are ready to give that time. Let's start from the test cases. Give one example, do step by step. So we learn something from a class. You might feel bad, but nobody's getting Manu, please. None of them are from IT background, so you have to go like a spoon feeding. It might take 7 days more. That's okay. We have to deal with that. So you
I have no issue with taking more time, but actually, you guys don't have time. From 25th, you'll be having a different class, right? Again, we'll be having the data warehousing. Okay. If
we can change
the
time. We can change the time schedule. No problem, Manu. We can change.
Yeah. So,
all right, guys. If you don't have any idea about this class, please don't even go to data warehouse. It's gonna kill you.
Yeah, data warehouse more advanced.
Maybe you should start learning somewhere else by yourself. YouTube or something. That's where I went to, and data warehouse is gonna be very complicated. It's a very complicated subject.
Data warehouse will be much more harder because in 3 years of my career, this is like first time who said.
And nobody is gonna give you this much time. No one is gonna give you a lot of time. If you want like a lot of time, there's other places you have to pay a lot of money, and then $3,000-$4,000. I know you can spend that. Even they don't give much time. That's why I'm trying to help. Everybody. Go to like some YouTube or something, learn basic. You just cannot depend on this instructor. No way. It's a lot of things involved.
Yeah, and you can reach out to me too. You can email me, say that, okay, I didn't understand something. You can do that too. I'm open for you guys to help you out. But, I cannot get better than this. Okay, so, yeah, data warehouse will be much more harder if you're, not able to understand anything. Everyone is not able to understand anything. This is like first time in 3 years, it's for 8 years. Total I have like 8 years of experience. This is like first time people tell me that I don't understand anything. So,
Manu and Tayaf, actually what we have to say is that you are right. We have to take some, ideas before we take this kind of classes. But we all are most of the people are from non-IT background. And even if we take the classes, like if we do YouTube and all, then what's the worth of coming to class and spending money, right?
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying, right? You can make use of my time when the class is over. Let's say, okay, so you people are worrying about everyone, right? So why don't you find a group like 2 people, 3 people, and say, what, can you explain 1 hour in this time? I'll schedule my time, I have this calendar, I'll schedule this time, something around, and see you, okay, I'm free at this time, can we have this session? Okay, we can use that. You can use, my time too. I'm not saying that you don't want to use it. So that's from up to you. It has to come from you. I cannot, say everything, right? I'm giving homeworks. I'm giving you video recordings. You know, if you want something from me, you have to reach out to me. That's the point. Okay, so now I'm too not an IT background. Okay, so don't worry.
Manu, you said that you said that we have a data warehousing class afterward. That's why you can't take more class. But instead of taking more hours, you can take more days, right? Like we can't. Yes, we can study for 2 hours for QA because we have Unix and other classes. But you can take more days instead of more hours, right?
Yeah, you can use more. So that's what I'm saying, right? You can use it more hours instead of days. You cannot take days after 24th. I'm done. 24th is last. The only thing is the time between. So let's say you're free after 1 o'clock or 2 p.m. I can schedule from 2 p.m. Okay, or 3 p.m. 3 to 4. We can go in detail. Okay. Hey Manu, can you explain that once again? I have some questions. Can you explain that? Hey, can you explain? I didn't understand this point here. Can you be more descriptive? So you can, have the schedule and we can do that. Okay. So, but for everyone, if you're talking from everyone, then I'm not sure what to do. Maybe there's something different. Okay, if you want like three people, you can have those 3 people. Okay, yeah, 3-4 people we didn't understand from either C branch, and we are having so you know what? Let's send an email. Okay, send an email or talk to respective manager. Hey, we want this time because he went a little fast and we were not able to understand. So we want to use 4 to 5 or 3 to 4 time whenever is free. So you can use that too. So it's up to you. Okay, so we'll just finish this. So here, you have this issue. So once you have created these issues, right? So this is a similar thing what we did in Rally. Okay, so you also have these reports. The similar things you see here. There's a burn down chart and all those things. Burn up charts. All this would be similar. So let's see. So this is the burn down chart. Okay, this is burn down chart, burn up chart, sprint report. Okay, and velocities chart. So this is more of an agile kind of thing. Okay, so you have all this chart here. So we'll just go here pretty quick. Backlog. So let's say you don't want to do such kind of thing, right? We've seen, right? You just want to open it, issues. You want to open some task here. You don't want to do it here. So you want to do here. You can also do it here. Okay. And once here you have this backlog, right? You see backlog. Remember? Okay. Let's go back to Agile again. So here is, so if you remember, this is the backlog. Okay, this is the backlog, right? And what happening is this is a similar way here. What's happening? These are the backlogs. Okay. These are the chunk of backlogs. What it should be done, but these are different. You see, this is a feature. This is the test case. You have to see what is yours. Okay. This task. And this is this is your work. Okay, task and bugs. So bugs are yours, test cases are yours. So you want to do what you have to do what you want to do for this one. So let's say you are working on various sprints: sprint 1, sprint 2, sprint 3, sprint 4, sprint 5. Okay, again, told you right what is sprint. It is a time-boxed unit where 1 month is 1 sprint. Okay, so let's say you have created your task, and I want to go to the first sprint. Okay, let's go to the second sprint. Okay, so second, you can do this. So this means this is similar to here, like what we are doing here in this traditional way of doing this. Okay, See this traditional way of both a similar way you're doing here, but here you're doing the rally. Okay, so that's the thing. So let's not still you guys have one more class here, so we'll just finish this pretty quick. And okay, so this is an agile perspective. Let's see here when waterfall perspective. So if you see here, right? This is, again, this is a similar thing here. You'll be having similar, but the only difference is you will not see this backlog here. Right? Let's go back here. You see there's no backlog, but this is the other thing, because this is a waterfall related thing. Okay, this is not agile, so that's the reason. So it's more like compatible with the waterfall and agile. This tool is pretty flexible with agile as well as waterfall. Okay. So that's we'll just stop here. And any questions? So yeah, you can moving forward. You can do that, right? Right from today, you can just do it. If you didn't understood anything, send an email. Okay, talk to your spiritual manager. We want this time. Okay, we want to get more information because it was pretty fast, and we want to get hold of this guy and try to get try to understand more about this tool or more about this agile process or this GLC. It was pretty fast. I want a little bit more slow and more detailed version, and my question should be answered. So in that case, you can do it. Okay, so right from today, you can do that. Okay, again, it's up to you how you want to do. Okay, if you want to from other people, so maybe you can form a group like 2 to 3 people. Okay, and you can come into the class. So that should be an option. Okay, so that would be much more better for you. Okay, so I'll be giving you homework on this too. Okay, so I'll be giving you access to this Jira. Now you have to practice it. Okay, now I cannot do practice. Okay, I'll just add this Jira sheet. Okay, access to the Jira, and you have to little bit practice. Okay, without practice, you're not able to move forward. And once you practice, you get questions. In that case, send an email. Okay, so a lot of people send an email. Okay, so they will, issue there's something you can do that too. I didn't understand this. Can we have this class? Okay, any more questions? Yeah, so data warehouse will be pretty much tough. So you have to prepare well for data warehouse. In that case, you need to be really knowing concept beforehand. Okay, so, you have to start right now. I would say you have to start right now. Start working on data warehousing. What is this? What is ETL? And what we do, all these things. I guess you need to start from right now if you want those classes, because that would be much more harder. SQL will be much more harder if you're not able to understand this only the functionality part. That is ocean. It is a complete ocean altogether. So again, if you need some help, for ETL perspective, for QA, I'll be available. Okay. Okay. Thank you, guys.